What is good, my guys, and welcome to another Cokes video. Today we have a Pokemon TCG Pocket Deck profile video. This is a Starmie EX deck that I built, and I actually went 5-0 with this particular deck. And what's very interesting here is that I went up against MewTwo decks, Pikachu decks, and even Dragonite decks. So this is a very versatile and very aggressive deck, which you'll have a lot of fun playing with. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So pretty much you'll need 2 Starmie EXs and an Articuno EX or a Lapras EX card. You can do 2 Articunos if you'd like, but I prefer using 1 Lapras EX card at least for sustaining efforts against Pikachus or any high damage dealing attacks. But what's very interesting here is this Kangaskhan. This card is an essential to all my decks because number 1, it has a very high HP, which can typically tank 2 to 3 attacks from your opponent. And also, this card has a 1 energy attack Dizzy Punch, which can theoretically do from 0 to 60 damage based on the coin flips. It's a very essential card for me because it deals damage early game, it applies pressure to your opponent, and it can tank damage until you get your cards in your hand. So very versatile, very flexible card that you might need for all of your decks. Once you get your Starmie EXs, you want this card on the field as much as possible and as fast as possible, because you'll be using this card as your primary damage dealer and pivot since you don't need any energy to retreat this particular card. Another important card here is Misty. This is one of the most powerful cards in the game, especially in early game, as you'll be able to apply huge pressure based on the energy you get from the coin flips. Having a Misty in your first turn can actually win you the game. I've had games wherein I had just 1 EX card and used Misty first turn, got the coin flips that I wanted, and actually won the game in just 1 turn. Articuno and Lapras cards have great synergy with Misty, as having that extra energy from the coin flips can help you win your battles. The rest of the trainer cards are there to help you bring in your mate cards with Pokeball and Professor's Research. Potions are used to sustain your health if needed to tank extra damage for another turn. Red card can be used to disrupt your opponent's momentum. Giovanni is useful if you need that extra damage to beat a certain card. And Sabrina is essential if you want your opponents to switch their active Pokemon for a damage or a stall play. So there you have it, all the cards that you need for this particular deck. You know, it's just crazy how this deck can be very aggressive, and it's so much fun to use, especially when you have a lot of utility and damage dealing cards on this set. Now, let's talk about a few games that I had using this particular deck. I'll explain to you my thought process and talk about some game-winning plays or some game-winning conditions that helped me get 5-0 with this particular deck. Alright, so we're going up against a Pikachu EX deck here, and if you guys battle go up against Pikachu decks, you know that it's very aggressive as well, similar to how Starmie decks are. So we are going up first here. Luckily we have our Articuno. We don't have our Staryu yet, but as much as possible that's what we want. So we're very lucky to have a Pokeball here because that will give us either a Kangaskhan or a Staryu, which is great. We do get our Staryu here, and I opted to go for the Professor's Research instead of the Misty because I wanted to draw more cards. I wanted to see how my opponent plays his cards. Maybe he got a good draw, maybe he didn't get a good draw. So for me, that was kind of like the safer play to navigate through what my opponent would do in this particular situation. So he goes for the Pokeball, farming his Pokemon so that he could put more Pokemon into his bench, activate his Pikachu later on, and apply damage to me. So that's what I was thinking here. That was his play there. So for me, the next turn, as you can see here, we will be using our Starmie first. As much as possible, we want to put our Starmie first, and then apply pressure using our Misty. So we apply Misty here, get a good draw, get a good coin flip, we get 2 energy there, and add 1 more energy for the Blizzard and apply lots of pressure to the opponent's Pokemon. So very aggressive play right here. As you can see, the second turn we already have 3 energy, and we've already beaten 1 Pokemon on the opponent's side. So that's pretty much how Starmie decks play. Very aggressive with Misty, and at the same time, it's good to have Starmie at the start because you can pivot when you're in a bad situation or when you want to gain more momentum in order to deal more damage to the opponent side of the field. So as you can see here, he gets his second energy on his Pikachu, and he will damage my Articuno, I believe. Oh, he goes for the Sabrina first. My bad. He goes for the Sabrina first. I think I put my Starmie here because then again, it has 0 energy retreat, which is great if you're in a tough position. So puts a pressure to my Starmie, but that's fine. We get another Professor's Research, we use it and get more cards to see how we can play here. We get another Misty. But we're not going to use that. We're just going to do the safe play. We can Sabrina here, but we're not going to use that. At this point, we'll just retreat. Again, 0 energy when you use the Starmie. Put our Articuno EX up and then apply more pressure, apply more damage using Blizzard. So that's what we do here. We just apply more pressure, apply more damage, and be very aggressive because that's how the deck plays. So he goes for the potion here. At this point, I believe that we've done so much pressure, so much damage to the point that he won't be able to knock out our Pokemon, at least our Articuno EX, because he only has 2 bench Pokemon that will do 60 plus 20, so around 80 damage to our Articuno EX. Oh, okay. And since he that was weird. He retreated his Pikachu, does for the lower damage, I guess, because his Pikachu would die next turn from Blizzard. That's why he did that. But we could Sabrina here. I think that's game because if he does use his Zapdos or Pikachu next turn, it won't really knock out our Pokemon. So we apply tons of damage to the Zapdos. If he does use his other attack, won't really do a lot of damage here. So then that Misty play really gave us the edge, really gave us the competitive advantage over his Pokemon. So that is game. Really well done, and really fun playing with Articuno EX. Misty was definitely our play of the game. It gave us huge competitive advantage, and it gave us the edge to beat his Pikachu. So yeah, that's game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like this type of videos. I will be uploading more deck profile builds like this, and also upload my battles on my VOD channel so you can see how this deck is played, how I play my decks, and at the same time how others play their decks as well. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.